This is Mars, and this is Perseverance, a rover with the sole purpose of finding any signs of life on this planet. And about a year ago, it found something so incredible that NASA has considered it
to be the clearest sign of life that we've ever found on Mars.
But what you wouldn't expect is that what they found isn't the craziest part, because this all suggests something kind of terrifying about the amount of alien life in our galaxy. And it's not what you would think. First, let's look at a picture of this specific spot on Mars. If there ever was or is life on Mars, this is where we would find it, for one simple reason. It looks like a dried up riverbed leading into a basin, and that's because billions of years ago, we think it literally was. And that's right where Perseverance landed in 2021. And he's been driving around looking everywhere for any signs of life. And after 3 years, Perseverance finally came across something very strange that it had never seen before. A rock that we have named Cheyava Falls. What makes this rock so strange is the dark dot pattern across the surface of the rock. NASA has named them poppy seeds and leopard spots. These leopard spots alone aren't a direct sign of life, which is why what Perseverance found next was even more shocking to scientists. After Perseverance began drilling into this rock and collecting a sample, his analysis identified two iron-based minerals, vivianite and greigite. On Earth, we find these minerals in very similar patterns, and when we do, it's pretty much always associated with microbial life. These minerals are typically found in the presence of decaying animals or plants, because microbes will come and eat those decaying animals and plants, and essentially then poop vivianite and greigite, which sounds like the worst type of constipation or diarrhea. I guess we'd have to ask the microbes. So what were the microbes eating then? Wouldn't this suggest that there was maybe decaying animals, plants, or maybe humans on Mars? We'll come to that in a second, but you need to remember that you are 96% oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen, just in a bunch of different combinations. So no matter what you say in front of the mirror, you're not very special in terms of what makes you. But we call this organic matter, and we've known that Mars has organic matter, especially in craters. And that's what the microbes would have been eating, and then pooping. So no, there wasn't alien elk or humans on Mars. They were just eating organic matter that is already inside Mars. But remember, I told you at the start of the video that what they found wasn't the craziest part, because this all means something much greater, and your chances of finding an alien girlfriend or boyfriend have greatly increased. Because what a lot of people don't know is in the Milky Way galaxy alone, there are about 300 to 40 billion Earth-like planets. And if Mars once supported life, this starts to suggest that any place that can support life will support life, which is a huge deal. Or just think about that. The two planets that we have studied deeply, Earth and Mars, have either had signs of past life or have current life. So who knows about the other planets in our solar system, and of course the trillions or quintillions, pentillions of other planets in the universe. And hopefully sometime in the next few years, we can get that sample back to Earth and further our testing with better and more accurate equipment, which actually is going to happen. It's called the Mars Sample Return. It would be NASA's most ambitious multi-mission campaign that would bring carefully selected Martian samples back to Earth. Because of this find, not only is intelligent alien life statistically more likely, it also might be a lot closer than we once thought. Potentially working towards answering the question, are we alone in the universe? And remember to thank our personal R2-D2, Perseverance, for such an amazing discovery. And on November 1st, I'm starting a video series about protecting Earth. Every single day for a week, I'll dive into one of the biggest challenges threatening our planet and the science behind how we could actually solve it, from deflecting asteroids to unlocking the future of energy. Each episode is just 5 minutes, packed with fascinating solutions. If you're curious about how science might save us from the biggest dangers out there in our universe, make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss it. And that is 5 minutes.